shop, we got our show. The shop dominoes. We got our show. The shop dominoes. It's a show. The shop dominoes. It's a podcast. Show. The shop dominoes. It's a podcast. Welcome back, folks. You already know what time it is. Sorry, we got our show. This is the Jammer, the podcast, quarantine style. Me and Suge are back in the studio, and we're bringing you a podcast, a little light edition tonight. Start my timer over here.
What's up, everyone? What's the date? 5/12.
So yeah, today is 5/12, 1:52 a.m. You know, we're always doing this late show style because you know, we're not morning people. We don't have schedules. But, occasionally I will be.
Should I put a mask on?
I don't know. I think it's just fun, but you can do what you want. I was literally just about to say occasionally I will be taking on and off this mask.
Bro, I don't wear the mask in the house. That shit is
No,
stupid, man.
I know.
Just to
It's
make
quarantine.
make people feel better.
Yeah, it's more for visual effects, but you know, it's still quarantine style. We've been doing this for how long? We've been on quarantine in New York now. And when did it start?
Over 2 months, right?
Yeah.
I think, right?
April, May. Yeah, we're now in May.
I don't know. I've just totally blanked out
I
time.
forgot. Who knows, man? Well, it's been a while, so you haven't seen us on the show. The rest of the cast members and guest members have been doing their things and freestyling. We're probably gonna try and figure out a virtual show one day where we get more people on and we'll do some like Skyping or Zoom, FaceTime. I don't know, whatever. We'll figure it out for you guys, for the viewers. So as usual, Wagwan World. You don't know, Wagwan, talk to me. We are here. Yeah, man, just doing it again. Hanging in there, trying to
survive.
Trying to survive. And
Shout out to my essential worker.
word,
over
word.
here.
You know what I'm saying?
He's fucking risking his life fixing
You got the
bikes.
horn over there?
It's been a while, so I forgot about the soundboard.
Yeah, man, I've been open every day since this whole thing has started. Except for Mondays, we're normally closed, so you already know how that go. Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting sort of ride, so to speak, through this quarantine style for this COVID-19. I don't even know where to start. It's been up and down with all the swag. You have some days are probably better than others, where you know your business is good one day, and then maybe a day or two goes, and no one shows up to the shop, and you're just kind of like, wow. And even the days that people do show up, it's still like, you know, you have some days where you probably made a decent amount of money, and then some days where you just don't make anything at all, or like you get like 4 people, and it's like a couple random things. So still just hanging in there. Landlord just hollered at us for the rent, and I'm like, I don't know what we gotta do. We don't even have the rent. Like, how are we supposed to do this? People aren't working. People don't have jobs. People aren't just up and down on the streets like they once were, you know?
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of people that are pretty much picking up their bikes and getting out there that way to literally like figure something out, you know? So it's cool. It's got its ups and downs, but we're working through it.
Yeah, they should understand.
COVID flow.
It's a tough time right now.
Yeah, man.
It sucks.
Pretty crazy. So shout out to everybody that's out there doing what they can to stay afloat, mind, body, and all that. Shout out to all the people that I know who are
Essential workers.
well, no, just creative individuals who are like making stuff like
Yeah.
with like, materials they have at home for like making masks and things
Uh,
like that for themselves, for their friends, their families, to sell, to support themselves, to give to other people. Like it's just all good. People are just kind of getting into this creative space, and some are not. So it's got to be hard for everybody, whether you're trying to do something with your time or you are not.
yeah,
So just shout out to everybody. That's it.
yeah.
That's it. And I always like to
So
say
if you
shout out.
think some good stuff coming out of quarantine, like, you know, I quit weed and cigarettes.
Yeah,
So
it's good for you. I'm still holding it down over here
yeah,
with
but
the
you never smoke
marijuana.
cigarettes. Weed is cool, but cigarettes are fucking the worst, man.
Yeah,
There's
nah.
nothing worse than that.
It's
You know?
definitely not a very attractive thing to be around.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just
Also, the last time I was in the city, I didn't have cigarettes, and I didn't get to, all the Chinese spots are closed, whatever. So I had to pay full price, $16 for a pack. I'm like, yo, fuck this, man.
what were you normally paying at the
I mean,
at
it's
the
like
Chinese
$7,
spots?
$8.
Oh,
You
so it's
know,
like half off basically.
yeah.
I need that
A
ashes too.
special location. Oh yeah, I don't have any ashtrays
You
anymore, but
got
just
ashtray
fucking
too,
ash it
just 'cause
anywhere,
you
bro. Ash
fucking.
it up here. I'll clean it later.
No, I got a bottle cap right here.
Yeah. Actually, might have to crack the door. It's fucking.
You might get contact. It's cool. You gotta like break yourself back into ingesting.
But yeah, your boy's getting a little thick, packing on the lbs.
My man Sue's been quarantine slow, and since he quit the cigs and the smokes in general, he's been apparently he's been eating a lot. I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, I
I'm,
mean, that's
I'm
usually what happens. Honestly, I felt like the first couple weeks that with nicotine withdrawal, it's fucking crazy, man. It's
how,
fucking me up, dude.
how did you feel? Like, did you feel like you wanted to like fight
It made me feel
people?
like I had corona.
Yeah.
It was like mad anxiety and just like it gives you the tingly feeling in your hands and shit.
Mhm.
And that's like one of the symptoms, I guess. I don't know, bro. It's just making me feel all kinds of fucking weird.
Wow.
But if you can get past the first 2 weeks without just do cold turkey, don't do. I tried nicotine gum and it shit just made me sick. So I wouldn't even recommend that. Just you got to do a cold turkey. That's the only way. Just it's the power of the mind. It's only 80% 80% mental, 20% physical with nicotine.
Oh, word.
So there's a physical addiction is the tough part, but
Right. So
yeah.
you gotta find it in
Anyways,
yourself to like get through that. Basically,
luckily
regardless.
enough, a lot of the young kids we know don't smoke cigs.
Yeah.
So
Nah. Yeah, that's a good thing.
they shit is stupid, man. Even the Juul too. That shit is fucking dumb too.
Yeah.
Fucking,
All those.
you're just prolonging the issue. You're never gonna. You gotta stop nicotine. It's not about
Mhm.
smoking and it's nicotine,
Right.
So
Like I
yeah,
would tell.
tobacco companies want smoke, whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck. Try to fucking. You know where I am. So whatever, bro.
Yeah. Nah.
Come
It's all
find
good
me,
either way.
pussy clot.
Nah. But yeah. I mean, like, I guess that's one thing that's good about this time is finding ways to get more in tune with yourself.
Yeah.
So
Get
for
back
some
on my
people, it
shit.
could be doing things like that, where you're like quitting smoking, or like
Mhm.
finding a new hobby, or like getting creative. Like for myself, I mean, I've been open and I've been working, but I don't know if anybody's been following me on my
Shit, nigga just
Instagram and
dipped the
all
mic.
that, but occasionally I'll go live on my Instagram and I'll like, just talk about whatever, kind of like what we do here. But I was talking about getting a dirt bike and wanted to do that because I was like, every day I'm working and I like fix people's bikes and I don't really do anything for myself, and just working and saving my money all these years and like doing
Yeah, dude.
whatever.
I mean, anybody, you deserve the shit the most, bro. Fucking.
No, thanks. I appreciate that, man. Because sometimes you get into your head like when you just even do.
I mean, like how many? No offense, but like the number of kids who come to the bike shop just to hang out. It's like it's cool, but at the same time, we got to support the movement. So
Yeah, nah, I
it's
hear
bigger
you.
than. But anyways, you can't expect kids who don't have jobs and young kids to be, but
Yeah, no, of
but
course.
everybody supports us, so it's all love.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a mix.
It's also the fact that like we're actual New Yorkers and like the city's overrun. No offense to anybody who's not a New Yorker, but it's overrun by people who aren't from New York. So it's like there's no more real New York people running shit anymore, like running business, and it's a little sad, but you got to keep. That's what makes the city the city is having the people who are from there. You know what I mean? Stay there. So
Nah, yeah, I feel you.
hopefully with get back into the clothing, drop some sick clothing line and real New York made shit, from locals.
Or
And we got, I got love for every state, but if I go to another state, I'm not gonna try to set up shop and be like, oh, I'm this now. I'm here. I'm in Cali for 5 years, so I'm a Cali boy. Like, nah, man. Just
hmm Nah, I
I've
feel
been
you.
in Jersey for the last 7 years, and I rep Jersey, but you know,
Nah, I feel
it's
you.
it's it's
Yeah, I mean,
just
I'm originally from Jamaica, but
yeah.
I grew up in New York City. I came here when I was 3 years old, so I rep New York. I rep Jamaica. But yeah, all that shit. But what I was getting at before, what I was initially saying was that people taking the time to like do things for themselves during this time, like whatever it may be, um, such as getting healthy or um, being more creative, like making videos or doing art and all this stuff. So my new hobby is a dirt bike. So I've got myself a dirt bike. Is
Yeah,
what I was
a
getting
bike
at.
life.
We're still keeping in the bike life family. But I got like a commuter style dirt bike just to get around, like from A to B, because it's just quicker, simpler, cheaper. And I just want to learn the skills to be able to get on that machine and like do what I need to do how I see fit. So, shout out to everybody that's been helping me along the way with the bike and all that. And shout out to the dude who sold me the bike, man, cheap, online. We'll just keep him undisclosed. But he was really nice. He had it on let go for a certain number, and I said I had this much. When we went to meet up, there was a couple things wrong with the bike and some missing parts. So I was like, hey, I got this much money. I really want a bike. I don't know when I can actually come back out here. Maybe I could take a day or two to come back out here, but under the circumstances, it wasn't gonna work out that way. So, long story short, he cut me a deal, and yeah, now I got Susie. So now Susie's out here rolling. It took us a few weeks, but me and Johnson's been tinkering with it to get it flowing, get it going. I took the carbs to psychotherapy up in Harlem, and they fixed the carbs for me. And yeah, it's been running all right. I got to do a few more things. Just got some fine tuning to go, but for the most part, it's all there. So it's cool. It's a fun thing to do right now, and it's bringing me some joy, and it's something I always wanted since I was like a little kid.
That's a big thing right now is keeping your mental
Health.
health. Mental health is. I feel like with the whole all the shit going on, it's like placebo. It's like making a lot of people feel like they're sick when they're really not. But anyways, let's not make this a fucking Corona episode.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
it's
that
whatever.
shit.
It is what it is. It does,
But yeah.
it's.
Nah, it's to the point where I really just don't want to talk about it. It's like it's just fucking. What's the point?
Yeah,
You know
nah,
what I
I
mean?
feel you. You talk about what you want to talk about. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I was talking about fucking dirt bike and
No, for
how
real.
it's fun, and that's what I'm doing with my time right now.
When I saw you in Swamp Fest with the dirt bike, I was like, I was pretty jealous. I wanted to try it. But
See,
whatever.
and it's funny that you brought that up is because like I was thinking about that too. I was like, damn, when we went to Swamp Fest, that's when
Well,
I got
it's
the
gonna be
itch
on
again.
next year. So
It's like that's when I got the itch. Like I started riding a bike. I was going around.
yeah.
Like dude was like, oh yo, shout out to the dudes at Swamp Fest that I met last year. We didn't get to go. No, Swamp Fest this year due
Oh
to
yeah, those dudes
the
are cool,
COVID,
yeah.
but the homies that let me ride and shit with the dirt bikes, they basically like gave me the one two to like how to ride the bike, you know what I'm saying? And then now I'm out here just doing it dolo. I got my license and shit, riding and just figuring it out, going A to B. It's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah. The urges get there. Like I see you smoking, but like it's cool. I'm not.
But that's what it is too. You got to be able to like
That's the whole. It's the
Know
same thing with
yourself
the
too.
cigarettes. Like you just also like it's that from what my friend said, who's a medical person. He said smoking is not good for COVID, but
Right.
that's cigarettes more than bud, I think.
Yeah. No, I think all herbal medicine is
Yeah.
good. You know, I'm a
But,
herbalist myself. I have a take acid.
yeah, man.
Herbal intake.
Yeah, I've been most of my life, so I just feel like I need a break and I need to
Yeah.
use this time to like get shit done. Even though I was still pretty productive when I smoked, but just
Right.
now I'm like kind of focused, So
Yeah, just like a regroup. You know what I mean? Do something different and just train the mind to do something else versus like how you were doing it before. You know. So it's cool.
yeah.
I have my
Also,
moments.
when you stop getting high, it's like there's no point.
Mhm.
So, but I know now if I blaze, I haven't smoked in a month. I'm gonna get like like the first time you blaze high. So I'm kind of scared of that. So I'm just kind of been like becoming a hipster. I drink LaCroix seltzers and microdose some edibles maybe. But yeah, man, I'm on that avocado toast in the morning and shit.
This nigga, yo.
Just being healthy. But I haven't really been getting high. So
Yeah, no, I'm still on the same swag anyway. I like, smoke Mary. I had the bud, but I still do my usual tips, eating good food and try to stay on that level. The right things. But whatever, man. You do how you do it. Everybody's different. You like what you like what you don't like. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Some people gonna like it, some people ain't.
yeah.
Some people gonna like the show, some people aren't. Whatever.
Well, I mean, it's
We're
it's
still gonna do
also
it.
it takes time to actually establish like a
Establish what?
I don't know like a fan base and like the actual like premise.
Yeah, nah,
I
I hear
mean,
you. I
also
mean,
like this, we had the show going perfect, doing awesome, like fucking 5 cameras, 5 mics, and then
yeah.
this shit all happened, and it's like now everyone's we can't really do it, so
Yeah, but I think like we'll be
we can
able
do
to.
it through Zoom. But I'm
Yeah,
just saying it's not the same. Like
nah,
you're not gonna be playing dominoes
right.
together and shit.
Nah,
Like,
but you know what?
but
Like we're gonna do that stuff anyway. Like we're gonna do it. Like it's still
yeah,
gonna happen. Like it's not.
I mean it's not gonna last forever.
It's
Knock on wood.
I
You
think
know.
it's just a matter of how you go about it. So I think we'll
Yeah.
be alright. We was talking about that recently. Like yo, we should even just play some dominoes. Like I've been having the shop open like kind of half open like to the public where we just have like 2 or 3 people come into the store, but most of the time I'm fixing your bike outside, or I'll like just take your bike inside and fix it and you gotta wait outside, and
Yeah.
all that kind of deal.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
mean,
have the
that's understandable.
the rack in front of the door, so it's like it just kind of minimizes the amount of people coming in and out of the store at one time, or just like lingering around
Yeah.
for mad long,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Exactly.
So it's like you come in, you figure out what you need, and then you're back on the road or on your way, and it's all good. You know what I mean? So you the only one that can hear that stupid shit you playing over there. I don't know what you
I just did the horn.
do. But yeah, man. Shout out to all the like clients that's been coming through and keeping the doors open. With whatever support they can, whether it's uh just spending money or providing something to eat or maybe a beverage or just even that like pat on the back
Yeah.
to say like, yo, thanks for being here. So every day is
I
a
mean,
different day.
can't just give up.
Nah, it's
Exactly.
for what? I mean, just because like, some shit's going down that we really don't know about or have any control over. All right, whatever. We just figure out a way to go around that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's all good.
They finally opened up the park over here at least.
Mm.
Park was closed, but you know what they did? They took down the hoops. No hoops, just the backboard.
Yeah, which I think is retarded. It's
Yeah,
like,
man. What if you want honestly, when I go to the court, unless it's in the summertime, it's usually just one dude shooting by himself, anyways. But whatever. I mean,
yeah. Well, you might find some people who are like, yeah, man, I haven't played in a while. I've just been chilling and I ain't go to work,
I
so
mean,
I want to go play some basketball now.
definitely don't want to be around each other if you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't know somebody, you don't just. They trust me. They did enough scaring people, and not saying it's unwarranted, but yeah, man. Anyways,
Yeah, no, that's all good,
it
man.
is what it is, man. Yeah. The fuck are we gonna do?
So I'm out here, man,
You know?
swagging on a
But
daily, off the humble.
What should we say?
Oh, yo, shout out to Edwin. It's his birthday,
Past?
May 11th. It just passed a few
Oh,
hours
just
ago.
a couple hours ago. Yeah.
So shout out to my homie,
Happy birthday, Ed.
my ride or die champion.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that man. Everybody go flood his Instagram. Go flood his inbox. Say what's up. Wish him a happy birthday.
Word.
Shout out to anybody that's even watching right now in the live viewing. I didn't even post like.
Shout out to Grimaldo's.
Word.
Check out from classic fucking
Shirt that was
when he
shot by
jumped
who?
over the banks.
Who shot that photo? Delecki?
I don't know, but
Yeah, I'm pretty
Will
sure.
just printed a bunch, so he hooked me up.
Delecki shot the photo. Will Tobin
Yeah.
printed the tee. Like, it's all BMX, man. You know.
Yeah,
what
so
I'm saying? We
shout
keep
out
it
also to
together.
Will. Coming up, we're gonna have some shirts that we're gonna print for the shop to donate to the shop for the COVID-19 relief.
Yeah, so like if
So-
you're watching this, you can like see we have a GoFundMe up. So you can go on there and donate some change or something towards the GoFundMe.
Yeah, even
We,
a dollar, anything helps.
a buck here and a buck there will go a long way. We got a lot of bills that we need to cover and just stay afloat and just get through this. But we also want to like think we've been like talking about making some stuff, some new products and some new ideas, and I don't know. We're gonna try and figure out like the tiers of like, oh, if you donate something at this cost or height, then maybe you get a T-shirt or sticker or something. We've been trying to figure that stuff out too. So even for the people that's already donated already, just like keep in
Yeah.
mind that like down the line, once we get through this, like it'll be like a little thank you gift to come through.
Yeah.
On your ends, you know what I mean?
Thanks
Provided
to
by
everybody
us.
who's already
So
donated to GoFundMe, man.
so yeah, shout out to everybody
Much love.
that's donated so far. I mean, we're up to $1,000. We have a $50,000 goal.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think was too crazy to ask for, just because like that's just a fraction of what we would need to make it through the year, But like just to like try to get through to the months in the summer and like get to a certain point where we can like cover a lot of the overheads and a lot of costs that we haven't been able to. It's just a small goal we're trying to reach.
That's what I said. Like everybody
to
who
get
comes to
there,
the
so.
skate park and stop by the bike shop, see if don't. I know it's hard times, but see if you could donate a little bit, because you know how whack that would be just to go to the skate park and then not be able to go to the shop afterwards. You know
Or
what I'm
not,
saying?
just not
So-
even the skate park, just riding the city, like,
Yeah.
the downtown, like, the banks. It was the banks before the skate park, and now the banks got
Well, what's up with that
petition
petition
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I signed it last night and I donated some bucks towards
Mhm.
it too, just so it can get out there more, and more people go sign that petition, man, because like, like
I
a lot of
think
people talk their
I
shit.
saw 7,500, and that shit like got filled up like within a couple days.
It's close. It's like it's really close to the goal that they try to reach. But like, I see a lot of people like saying this and that, post videos and like all this stuff, and it's like, yo, that's cool. It shows a lot of awareness. But I think actually going and signing that petition is what's gonna really help. Just go sign it. If you got some cash and whatever, throw a little cash up or whatever. But it's not even worth it. It's not even about that. It's just more worth about getting it out there so more people can see, like, yo, this thing is there. Just sign it, and like they'll show like how many people
Yeah,
want this
man.
space.
Don't
to
let
be
it
there
turn into
available.
a fucking parking lot.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
it should be. It should be a place to go shred. Like that was a.
Only if the people in the city knew like what that means to certain kids who don't have a lot of outlets in life. Like it's not like I had a tough upbringing, but basically without BMX, I definitely would have been doing a lot more fucked up shit.
Yeah, nah, I
And
hear you,
there's
man.
a lot of kids who are just lost, and when they ride the bike, like skaters and bikers, it's all kind of the same shit. Like you're not accepted by everyone. You're like on your own shit. So to have a place that you can go and ride and not get fucked with is everything, man.
Yeah, man.
And
Like,
a lot of these young kids never got to even ride the bike, so
Dude,
it's like,
I was like, I came from Flatbush, Brooklyn, and like it was a rumor that there was like a half pipe or like this big like you know, like you could ride underneath
Yeah.
this bridge, and we were like, what? Like, oh, we gotta find this, and like we would ride all over the place trying to find this thing, and then one day, I don't know what we were doing. We went to downtown Brooklyn, and I'm like, yo, we can't find this place. It said it was on the Brooklyn Bridge, blah blah. It's near the Brooklyn Bridge, and then somebody was like, yo, like I don't know, we caught wind because this is not like back then. This is like 95, 96
Yeah.
or something like that. So like there wasn't no like internet or like cell phones. Like you could just hit somebody up and be like, yo, where's this spot at? You know, it was like you had to do research or get like word of mouth. And then we got word of mouth that like, oh no, it's on the Manhattan side of the bridge.
Mm.
Like after like going back home or something that day, and then like the next week, we're like, alright, we on a mission, dude, and we rode, and we're like, oh, this is crazy. We're like, yo, there's not a half pipe here, but
But
like
am I
this
wrong? Or
is,
wasn't there something on the other side of the bridge?
I don't know, man. All I know is whatever I heard, it was just probably like, you know how like somebody tells a story,
Yeah.
and then it's like
Some myth. Urban
it's
myth.
gotten the story's gotten like changed one little bit by like
Mm.
each person that tells it. So by the time it gets to you, it's there's a half pipe underneath the bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when I got there, I was like, oh, this is sick. Look at that thing. That's like a wall ride. I was like, oh, sick banks. I was like, this is like a wave, dude. This is nuts. Then they had the down rails. I wasn't a big rail person, but even the rail that was next to the wall, I
Yeah.
remember doing that rail by myself one day, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a kid.
Damn.
It was some random kid. I think I had a camera. And I put it on the floor, and I was like, it was some random rollerblader pulled up. And he was like, yo, you gonna do the rail? And I was like, yeah, but I'm mad shook, kind of, you know? And he was like, yo, like, I'll be right here, like,
In case you get hurt.
yeah, you know? And I was like, all
Like,
right, well,
yo,
yeah, fuck it, you know?
shout out to Marcus for
And,
two.
oh, for being on his cell phone
Yeah.
shit, like, just all the
But like
time?
I ride by myself. If I get hurt, that's
Right.
it. Like,
Yeah, there's nobody around to be like,
yeah.
hey, dude, you all right?
But nah.
But yeah, I jumped on that rail, bro, and I did that shit, and I was just like, yo, that's crazy.
Sick.
Um, but there was just so many. The banks just, dude, I learned how to wall ride there. I learned how to fakie. I learned
Yeah.
how to do like fakie bar spins, like just mad
Yeah, just even
different
the first
shit.
time you get on that wall, like just to get the balls to get jump on that wall is like, you're just like, oh, this isn't that bad. And then every time you go a little higher, it's like, fucking
Dude, and
sick
you
as
gotta
shit.
think, like, for us, like me, Ed, Worms, like, just anybody that came from Brooklyn, like, you rode all the way from wherever you live just to go to downtown Manhattan
Yeah.
and ride underneath that bridge. And you're there all day long, bro. You had $1, bro. You came outside. You bought a 50-cent soda, some chips. You made it work. And you swagged out all day long. Maybe you went to Union Square and you came right back there, got a quick session in, and then we would hit the bridge and go back home. Like that was like our deal. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like coming from Brooklyn. So like you just think about like how many hours someone spent in that space where like you said, you could have been out doing some other shit,
Yeah.
you know, fucking with the wrong people, the wrong set of kids, and just like getting to the fucking line of trouble. But instead, you're just underneath this bridge like a bunch of fucking trolls playing around, riding around, and just like doing your own thing, and you like meet so many people from just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it was just crazy because like you would meet people who skate, people who
Yeah.
rollerblade, um, or just people who like did graffiti or just like did some wild shit. They just like chill or took pictures, and you know what I mean. Like it was just a mix, man. Like you could literally go there and just pull up and just kind of chill and be like, yo, this place is dope, you know. Like for whatever reason, when people were there shredding and just coming together, you know, cultures mixing, like all these different
Yeah, a
humans.
lot of like biking and music, it brings people together that
Yeah,
normally wouldn't chill together.
like the one race that we are was mixing it up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Didn't matter your ethnicity. It's like, oh,
Well, I
word?
mean, New York is just so mixed anyways.
No, but
It's
that's
not really about, it's never, like, come on. Union Square, like, cast of Union Square is like, like the UN. So everybody's,
what I mean. It's
yeah.
like
But
where
they normally
else?
probably wouldn't be hanging out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you
No,
normally
that's
probably
true.
wouldn't because like of whatever upbringing you may have had.
Yeah.
You know, might have like put you in a stigma to be like, oh, don't hang out with these people or don't go over there because these people might do like this to you or this or that, and that's because of like whatever's their own sort of,
Parents taught them basically.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, or their own experiences in life,
Yeah.
like because of their time. But now it's a different time, so like you go out there and it's like, oh, this kid's Spanish, or this kid's white, or
Yeah.
this kid's Asian, or this kid's black, or this kid's whatever. It didn't matter. You're just like, yo, this kid rides.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Oh,
Like
you
you'd be like,
shred?
"Oh, you down to
Oh,
go
you
to
guys
this
do some
spot?"
parkour shit? Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy. And you were just like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah, because a lot of skaters didn't even like to hang out with skaters. Like Steve and Eric, they would hang out with us.
Mhm.
You know. Who was the other kid? Remember that kid Vince? Vince used to always try to hang out with the bikers.
Vince? I don't remember Vince.
I don't know, I think he was like a somewhat. Remember he was like an older dude, but he was pretty sick. I think he had like a missing tooth.
Damn, I'm trying to remember.
He had
who
like
it-
an Asian girlfriend or some shit. I don't know.
I don't remember that. I probably do, but I'm trying to remember it. Like,
Yeah, there was mad characters.
nah, word. Yeah.
Honestly, I think I was more of a. We were more like like that time. Like when I started riding, it was more of a union thing. Like we would just kind of
Mhm.
hang out union, but the banks still was. I didn't really hang out at the banks. It was more like just the Union Square shit.
Yeah, nah, I hear you.
But the back was sick. The back then was literally like they just let you ride all day and didn't care.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's what it was too about the banks, because the banks was right next to Police Plaza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like the cops would be there, they wouldn't care. They'd be like, ah, these kids are all in one spot and they're not doing shit. They're just riding their bikes over
Yeah,
here and
man, that's-
skateboarding. They didn't give a fuck. You know
Remember
what I mean?
well,
It
actually,
was
remember
real
the
shit
old
going
lady,
on.
like the old Irish lady?
Oh, she used to drive through.
Yeah.
Just on some like, yo, clean your shit up.
Yeah, just like don't if you
You
guys are
know?
gonna hang out here, don't make a mess. And then there'd be some dumb kids who'd be like
Right.
cursing at her and shit. Like, come on, man, it's like a nice old, it's like my mom, bro.
Mhm. You know, it's
Like
funny.
Irish
It's
lady.
like that's the one thing that basically was always fuck up the banks. It's just
Exactly. There's
people
always
throwing
somebody
their shit.
who's gonna
You know,
fuck it up
throwing their
for
shit
everybody.
around and leaving trash. And it's
Exactly.
just like, yo, come on, man. This is your spot. Like, take care
Pissing
of
all
it,
over
man.
the place. But
Like, just help a little bit, you know. But yeah,
what's
so
your
that stuff.
craziest bank story?
Craziest bank story? Shit, man, I can't even like think. Just so many,
My
man.
favorite. You want to hear mine?
Like, yeah, go for it, dude.
All right, so I don't know. That must have been like, just got to be like 10 years ago. But Billy Rohan, I saw him there, and like we had a few like freestyle battles at Union back in the day, like just funny shit. I think
Mhm.
Will even has it on film. But I saw him, and then I was like, oh shit, what's up, man? And then like it was like 95 degrees in the summer, and there's like a tropical fantasy sitting there. He's like, yo, is that yours? I'm like, nah, it's not. He just picked it up and started drinking it, bro. I'm like, oh my god.
Wow. Lifestyle,
Yo.
man.
I was like, yo, Billy's crazy, man.
Yeah, man, he was going through some shit, you know.
Hey, man, you're thirsty, you're thirsty. Fuck it.
Word, you have to do what you have to do at that point.
But
Life is hard for everybody. Hard times. But yeah, man, let's keep the banks going, bro. Like, let's keep that going. Let's bring back the Union swag. Start busting that out again. All that. Bring it together.
but can you ride at Union anymore or not?
I mean, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
You can ride there. It's all flat ground, but that's all it's ever been. And
I'm
you
gonna
got the
take this.
stairs,
Be right back.
you know, so it's all good. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Go support, man. Go send something that way, man. Send something that way. Send something this way. Just send it around, man. Just keep this thing going. Keep it all going. I mean, if you guys have any comments, please leave them down below. As you can see up top, it says like and subscribe. So please like this, subscribe, share it to your friends and family and all that. Just pass it around, man. We're trying to like get this podcast on the move and keep it going. We've been in chill for a minute just due to quarantine, so we haven't really been doing any episodes, but we're bringing them back now. So thanks for everybody that's been supporting along the way and continuous support as we go. Yeah, let's just keep it flowing. You know what I mean? Keep it going. We'll bring more joints to you soon. Yeah, man, we've been running probably like what? I don't even know how many minutes so far. Maybe 45 or so, or something like that. 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Who knows? But yeah. Actually, I could look at the time, right? Because remember what I said when we started? It's 2:26 now. So
we got our first live comment.
Oh yeah, who's up?
Hippie Mark says, me and a few friends heard about it being open a few years ago, booked our first trip to New York, but the security booths put in by the time we got there. Yeah.
Oh, word.
I think they could have snuck in, but...
that must have been around like 9/11 time.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like after 9/11...
No, 9/11 was 9 years ago.
My fault.
Years ago.
Nah, bro. When 2000...
just the fact of when after that happened.
After 9/11, they put up the barricades at the banks. And then, because remember, all the cop cars used to park down there. So like... they kind of used that as like a parking lot for mad long.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like when they had the barricades and all that, so he's talking about recently, whoever this dude was.
A few years ago.
He said a few years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the small banks was definitely done.
Yeah. No, all right. So I was thinking back before when the banks got closed the first time and they put up the barricades and then it was like limited spot that you could ride.
Yeah.
But he's talking about coming out here recently and gone there and it was closed off and had the he said they had the police booths up.
Yeah,
because they're doing construction on the bridge, so basically that's why they were keeping people out of the bridge or from being underneath the bridge, is because they're doing all this like renovating, painting and like changing shit, screws, fixtures
under the bridge. Yeah, that's like all the bridges in New York are fucked.
So it's like that bridge is like over 100 years old and they're like giving it a tune up right now.
Yeah.
You can't have people down there.
So the worst is when you're on that shit in the summer and you feel it moving. I'm like, fuck, get me off of this bridge.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the main reason why the banks has been closed. But,
I mean, the BQEs, like, basically, they never have time to fix that shit because if you close the BQE, it's like, it shuts down the whole fucking city.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the span from, like, getting off the Brooklyn Bridge on the BQE to, like, what is that, like, Eastern Parkway?
Mm-hmm.
That's just fucked. You look at under that bridge, you see it's just like you could tell they haven't done any work. They only do what's like the mandatory there.
Word.
Like if like some shit's falling off, they come and fix it, but otherwise they're just leaving it.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. I mean, it's New York City, man. A lot going on. It's a big ass town, But it's kind of turned to a small town now, but I'm not gonna get back into that vibe.
Yeah.
Small town USA, where we at everywhere, across the globe. Yo, who's that dude? For the first comment, I gotta shout him out.
Oh, Hippie Mark.
Hippie Mark, yo, shout out to Hippie Mark, man.
Yo, shout out.
Who you signed in on, baby? Oh, very dope. Hippie Mark, follow us on our Instagram at the shop. Follow my Instagram.
Well, I mean, it's the first live comment we've ever got.
Word, the first live comment, right?
Like
that means because they're watching
moment.
right now. It's dope.
Marcus left a comment one time, but he's part of the team. So
follow
Suj
at Suj, TSUJ.
Music.
Suj Music _music or just Suj Music?
I think I don't know.
You don't even know, dude. Where's my device at, man?
I don't know, and that's why I got
where's
40
my mobile
subscribers,
device
bro.
for those?
Yeah, I think it's an underscore. I don't know.
Let me check it out here.
I don't really care. Either way.
Second part of the brain, because I can't remember. This guy's Instagram. But, let's see.
It's a dash. It's a dash. On YouTube, on Instagram, it's underscore, yeah. But not like it matters.
Yeah, the viewers that follow you. Oh, okay. Suj _music. TSUJ _music. That's what it is, guys. So go do that. Go follow the Shop Podcast. You know what time it is, man.
I could also do this. Let me just
It's a vibe.
show them the page.
It's a vibe. Here's some joints on there.
But yeah, actually, now that we've been talking about the bank so much, I should do some like 3D shit with the banks.
Or you probably could do a quick
I don't
jump
know.
off. Yo, alright, so yo, I have an idea. Let's do I don't know, we could just do clip of the day and like pull up
That rail?
nah, we pull up a bank, just a quick little Banks clip of obviously we're gonna use my fucking video part, guys, so sorry for anyone else who's kicking the crown around. If you guys don't know what that means and you don't get it. I'll continue to keep kicking this shit around too.
Which one?
Which video part's got some cool bank stuff? I think it's Cuts. Cuts got a nice little. Oh no! You know what's got the real good one? Scavenger. The scavenger. Scavenger part. That. I mean, Cuts got some good Banks clips, but I want to pull up like a classic, you know?
Yeah, I mean, 13 years ago. Shit.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. I'm still glad I got my scavenger tees.
And there's also what is it? That song you can play the music too, 'cause that's Worms' music.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
Worms made that
Because last
song.
time they actually put the fucking Jerky Boys. Did you see that?
And,
We talked about send the salami to your boy in the army,
oh,
and then
put
they
the,
put it down.
really? Put the audio back on.
It's just we can't hear each other as well when the audio's playing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't hear you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Just put it low, right? Low.
Yeah, what? Nah, just so it's But I'm trying to remember like, there's gonna be some really cool.
Pull your pants up, young man.
That's where Black Man got his style from right here.
The real New York shit.
These are a lot of firsts too, But there's like a bank section that comes in this part. That's what I was waiting for. Just let it rock. Don't even try to.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like try to speed it up. Let the joints flow,
I remember that.
You know what I mean? See, this is where Worms comes in right here. A couple of swags, 'cause he's a dude who played the music. So this is my buddy for a long time. I had to have him in the video. He's got some nice joints.
It's like all this done on a 40-pound bike with fucking tiny ass bars. Look at the bars.
No, that bike's not 40 pounds, man.
Nah, but 30,
Nah,
35.
Nah, these bikes they're probably like 35.
I mean, yeah, we were lucky enough to work in a bike shop, so we had the best bikes. But
Oh, Franklin Ave Banks. That's just closed off right now. That's a Vespa store. Mad spots are gone. That's McDonald's parking lot. Oh, here go the Banks right here. Little cruise through for you guys. Ice to pop over. I don't think a lot of people were doing those back then. Just a swagged out 3 for no reason. A little fakey tire grab out there. 180 in. That was the first time I did that. I was mad scared too. And I did that with the cassette.
yeah, dude, I would have fucking never
no-footed
tried that shit.
tire grab. Ooh, sprocket chunk the bar. First time ever. Ralphie filmed that clip. Nobody did
Bars
that shit
though.
before.
All the
Ooh,
young
check
kids.
out
Look at the
that
bars.
carve. You see that carve on the wall? Ooh. That was my invitation to Aiken right there. A little shootout, look back, nollie with bar, going up the bank, bar spin over the table. Delecki missed a photo.
Hey, that was sick.
Shout out
That's
to
the whole thing
Delecki.
too. Is just coming up with the original lines and just, that shit's sick, man. That last fakey wall ride, just nobody would have thought of that.
Nah, word, thanks. Just a few joints. A lot of stuff that
I mean, it's just we got to use what we got. Here's classic, notorious
Oh
Union.
yeah, Union. I mean, Union and Banks just go
Actually, I
hand
was
in
there.
hand.
I was there. You were trying that when you
Really?
were trying that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's something I remember.
It's fucking.
Because it took a little while, right?
It took a little while.
To get up the
It
not
was-
to not the first
yeah,
one.
just to get up the
fakey up the other three
up
set.
to
Yeah.
get up the half cab up. Once I got that, then it basically started to work. I did the first 3, and then I just did the bar, and then it looked weird or something, so we just did it again, and then we kept that one. Edwin was filming that shit. But yeah, man, we just wanted to run that real quick. If you
There any
want,
Banks clips on here?
nah, play there's a couple in here, 'cause I'm just trying to remember. I don't remember where they are.
Yeah, I hope they don't fucking give us a strike just for saying send a salami to your boy in the army. Hey, shit.
Play
Oh,
you
let me
could
come
I was
back
gonna
to.
say you could play the cuts one, 'cause in cuts I got a good set of clips from um from riding the banks there. I wanted to do uh a Roan versus Vinny like Banks edit.
Is the music good? Copyright free or no? Or just.
Yeah, let me just cut that. Yeah, you gotta cut the music on that. And we'll just do the commentary over it. But
Yeah, I
you can
mean,
play the video.
they don't need the music.
Yeah. Let's see.
They just need the clips.
Yeah, son. They just want to see the fire, son. They want to see the originality, son. Check it out. Check it out. This is that cuss, John. I mean, we're really watching this just for the fun. We're looking for these bank clips. I'll bring you through to those as we get there.
Hey.
This was filmed by
Where was that?
Navaz. That was in Costa Rica.
Oh shit, yeah. That doesn't look like.
I woke up at like 5 in the morning to go film that shit, yo, because the fucking traffic was
Who
crazy.
went on that trip?
I can't even remember right now if I start thinking about everything that, like,
Joey, right? Joey.
nah, Joey didn't go on that trip.
Oh.
Um,
Hey.
I'm trying to pay attention so I can find the stuff, but that trip was a while back.
Nice.
But I first met like Zach. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Trying to fuck me up. All right, here we go. No for can, fakey, no for can. You got the fakey, peg grab right there. Let's bring you into the over the planner with the turn down, no
So
brake
jealous if
skid.
you fucking turn down.
The bar spin to the switch brake skid. The 360 with the cruise through. And then this is one of the most favorites. Just fakey into the bank, like
Yeah,
with the
man.
free
So, I
coaster.
mean, just to give a
Gotta
little
roll out
context
before the
also,
wall, you know? Come on, dude.
at least in the city, Rome was really like the fakey dude back then. Like, it was, I mean, other
Check it
people
out.
were doing it, but he was really the one with the free coaster back in the day, man. I'll give you, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
And if you ask any other pro and any other New York old school dude, they'll tell you the same shit.
I mean, I seen two people inspire me to ride a free coaster. It was, and when I started riding it, it was Bruce Chrisman
Mm-hmm.
and Bob Sherbo. Like that's who inspired me to ride a free coaster.
Oh, Bob used to ride free coaster?
Yeah, he gave me
Oh,
his old one. He
Mhm.
had a broken like Odyssey free coaster, and he was like, "Oh, you could just have this one if you could fix it." I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that." And I fixed it up, and I built a wheel, and then I built a whole new bike with no pegs on it, and I just rode the free coaster with no pegs.
Yeah.
And then like one day I started putting the pegs on. I put the two together, and then that was it. Like I just started riding
Oh,
free
and
coaster.
nollies too. You're like only nollie guy back then too. In the
We're
city.
not, yeah, nah. But you know what? The thing too is that I got all that stuff from watching like Lucky, because
Yeah.
Lucky was riding a free coaster back then when I was younger, and Butcher. And Butcher was doing like a bunch of nollie stuff, switch-footed nollie stuff, and all this, you know, or rev hop is what they would call it. That was like the real name that they gave it. I was watching them do all that stuff. You know what I mean? So like, I just incorporated that into
Shout out-
my shredding.
Shout
you
out
know
Bruce
what I mean?
Chrisman, the half Asian squad.
Word, yo. So yeah, that's how that all came to be.
Yo, if you
riding
watch his old
style.
X Games too, it's hilarious. The bars are so small, and he's fucking ripping the shit on in X Games, like
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
little ass bars.
man.
But oh yeah, that's what I forgot to say. He was brakeless in the X Games runs, like
Mhm.
one of the only brakeless dudes too.
Yeah,
So
Like-
shout out Bruce Chrisman.
lifestyle switch, you know.
Oh, he's back on the brakes now.
No, I'm talking
Oh.
about before that, cause remember you forgot about the one-handed like fufanu jump.
Oh yeah,
Pop-
yeah.
Pop back in on the hitching
Mhm.
post.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on, son. You don't want to talk to me about none of this bullshit, bro. I'm bored with it.
That's the mirror. That's the mirror shit.
The hitching post with the one hand. Hey, Fufanu, swagged out, pop back in. Good times, man. Good
Yeah,
times.
I wish I could pull that footage up, and then you get like.
Yeah,
shit
well, I
from-
mean, yeah, maybe on the next show we'll like do clip of the day, and then we'll use like a Bruce Chrisman and throw that in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's okay if you do like a quick thing, but whatever. It's not worth it.
Oh man.
Well, we're going on like an hour right now.
After I cut it off, I was realizing like, yo, let me put it up again. So yeah, we're pretty much coming close. About 11 minutes on the clock. Somewhere around an hour in.
He said, "What's New
um.
York City like in lockdown?" Uh, from Hippie Mark.
Oh.
It's pretty
So
dead, right? I mean, I've been scared.
like 80% of things are closed. I want to say.
Yeah.
Like you have people coming outside, like still kind of roaming around a little bit, and there's a few essential spots that are open. But like your normal things that like you would think you're gonna do, just forget about it. Like if you thought that you were gonna be like, oh yeah, it's Friday, let's go to a bar, or let's go play some pool, or like something like that. Nah, that's all dead, bro. All that's gone. Um, Basically at like somewhere between 7 9 p.m., a lot of places are closing up. I've been opening later in the evenings. Like I open at like 1 p.m. and then I close at like 9 or something. Like that's my business hours. Just to be like, all right, ain't really nothing going on in the morning. I'm up late anyway. As you can see, we're here right now at this hour. Mad, I'm just doing it. I'm getting tired right now, but like this is kind of like my doing deliveries on their bikes, and they're part of the essential workforce, and they may need their bikes fixed, so like they'll come to the shop. If you got an e-bike, I'm not fixing the e-bike, but if you got a flat tire, I'll fix your flat tire. You need some brake pads or some rando, and it's something I got and I can do, and you got the e-bike, I'm gonna fix it. But like I'm not doing repairs on every single thing that roams around, but just a simple fact that like, okay, we're here and we're still open, but you if there's a certain there's like one Chinese restaurant that's open that we get food from. Ming's
Ming's
is
is closed.
closed.
No.
So like a lot of the places that we would normally get food, it's narrowed down now. You have like 3 or 4 spots that are like nearby that you would get, and then it's like, okay, those spots are not closed, or you're tired of eating those, so I'm gonna venture up to like uh the one Spanish
Spanish
spot,
spot.
because Cibao's back open now too,
Mhm.
actually. So I got food from Cibao today. That was cool. But there was this one Spanish spot that we were getting food from, Gina's. It's on like Second Ave and like 12th Street or some, or yeah, like 12th Street and Second Ave,
Mhm.
and like that food's mad good,
It's
and
closed.
it's worth the trip to go up there and get something and then
Oh,
come
it's
back
still open.
down. So they're still open. But yeah, man, it's just been kind of crazy. And now they're doing the trains. The trains are shut down. All the trains in the city, like MTA, is shut down from like 1 a.m. to like 5 a.m.
For
or
cleaning,
something.
right?
Yeah, to
For the
like
cleaning.
supposedly clean the system.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been kind of crazy. And then we got Charles. Speaking of MTA, if you guys know Charles Hearn, he's a good friend of mine. Sorry if I haven't been like talking into the mic and you guys haven't been hearing me right, but I'm sure if you couldn't hear me, you would have let me know,
No,
right?
I think it's good.
Um,
Just try to get closer.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to keep it in this direction over here, so I can still be swagged out and comfy. Um, but yeah, shout out to Charles. If anybody knows Charles Hearn, he's one of the homies who does a lot of like just behind the scenes stuff for us, and he has a brand that does like moving and production and breakdown. Uptown breakdown productions. He's been working for the MTA as a independent contractor, just cleaning all the kiosks throughout the city for all the bus terminals or along the routes. So you got just a lot of different things going on to like sort of like stop the flow of certain kinds of things and behavior, and then you're getting a new influx of things that can now be useful for like a workforce. Like, okay, if you want to work, here's this thing you can do. Like people who are doing deliveries probably making way more money now than they once were ever.
Yeah.
You know, if you're out there, you know, at XYZ
It's
hours
actually pretty
and
easy to
working
get a
for
job right now. Yeah.
certain, you know, apps or certain brands, because there's probably like 3 or 4 different companies that you can like do these like order online services through, you know. Um, and depending on which one you're signed up with, you may either make a lot of money or you may not. But the opportunity is there just for people to go out and actually like find something to do and make some cash if you're not working. But
Yeah.
from what I heard, because I ain't getting no unemployment or nothing, but I heard people been getting this unemployment money. And I'm kind of like, damn, man, I wish I was getting some of this unemployment money because technically I'm
Well,
unemployed.
yeah, I
I
think
haven't been paying myself at
you
all,
should. They said if your business is
you
suffering, then
know?
you're supposed to get a
So,
tax rebate.
I don't know. I got to
Yeah.
figure it out. But yeah.
But anyways, they like you called. They're not even really picking up the unemployment anyway. So
Hmm.
I think it just better off waiting.
Word. But yeah, that's basically what New York City has been like. It's the city that never sleeps is basically taking a rest every now and then. You
Wow,
know what I
listen to
mean?
this. He said in the UK they had a rule that you're allowed to go out for 1 hour per day for exercise.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
But they said that's being lifted this week. So you're from the UK,
Oh man,
Hippie Mark?
shout out to Hippie Mark, viewing all the way from the UK. Fuck you know, bruv. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Sorted, man. We're
I
sorted.
got a good friend in the UK too, my brother,
Yeah, we got a lot of good friends out there. Shout out to Harry D.
Harry D.
You know what I mean? From the UK, man. The Uckville, man. Killing it. Love it, man. This is awesome. See, this is cool. Like, I guess, like, this is, we're gonna, Suchi's pulling up some Harry D productions for you to go check out. If, worldwide, we'll play something. Play one of his videos and some tunes real quick.
Word. Let me queue up a fire
Cue
track.
something up on the grill, bro. Put it on the grill.
This was actually pretty fire.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching from out, you know, wherever you are. And if you're in the UK, that means it's kind of early right now, right? It's like early, or it's like daytime.
It's ahead, 6 hours.
It's ahead 6 hours.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's mad early.
Yeah, it's in the morning.
It's ahead 6 hours. Is it? I thought it was. Yo, what time? Yo.
Well, I know he's like 6 hours ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
So
Yeah.
that means it's super early over there
Yeah, it's
right
in the
now?
morning.
9 in the morning is what it is. And my man's up, like probably getting ready with his tea and crumpets, man. I'm just fucking around. But you probably having some like Marmite on
Oh,
his
shout out my
toast.
boy Jason. He did the animation.
Oh, for this
Elixir
video that you're
9,
playing
yeah.
right now? Sick. But yeah, man, they're super early in the UK right now. Like if you're getting up and you're like, yo, I'm watching a podcast. These yahoos talking this and that before you go wherever you gotta go. But if you're on quarantine, then you ain't going nowhere right now. So damn. So 1 hour. Damn, man, that's crazy. What are you supposed to do in an hour? Like, you know what I mean? So here's my question.
How do they judge that time?
Yeah, how did they judge that? Right? How do they judge that time of you being out for an hour to quote exercise? Now, what about, let's say, like shopping for essentials, or like, you know, you got to get food or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
how does that work? You know what I mean? That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really heard a lot from anyone directly around the globe and how they've
It's
been
not
dealing with
nearly as bad
the
in the
quarantine.
UK.
The only person I actually spoke to via Instagram video was the dude who owns Free Night BMX. They're in like Tel Aviv, and he was just talking to me about being on lockdown out there and like how weird it was, and you know, just the simple fact that like communicating with people via video was like gives you this sense of relief and like just from being in this whole thing, you know. So I was like, all right, you know, that's kind of cool, but you know, they're like training the brain to
Well,
get used to that.
shout out
kind
to
of shit.
Argentina. Only 250 deaths out of
Word.
45 million people.
Sick.
And you know what? That's what I said. Because I was talking to my friend, and he said they shut down all the cigarette factories. They weren't. They're just like, you're assed out. You can't smoke.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, that shit stopped it too. Because if you're a heavy smoker, it's not good.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, anybody who out there right now who's smoking
Cigs.
cigarettes,
Yeah.
Please, just please
I mean,
stop.
dude, this shit is stupid, bro. It's.
You know who
I
you
just.
are, you viewers.
Yeah, I mean,
Just please stop, man. It'll just be better for you and the people around you, the people you want to make
especially, man,
happy,
this
you
shit's
know?
too much money now, man. I don't know. There's probably, if you live in Virginia, a few states where it's cheap, but I mean, it's getting to be expensive everywhere now. You know.
Word. Ah,
Yeah,
man.
the money I used to spend on smoking, I spend on eating well now. You know. So
Word.
it's
Build,
a good trade-off.
build up the gut, the Suji gut, you know?
Yeah.
You
Get a
start
little.
working on it. My man said you're gonna put on the muscle after.
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
You get
Doing
brolic.
like
Nope.
50 push-ups a day.
It's like, bro, watch.
You know.
I'm telling you, just do planks. You don't need to even do no push-ups. You do planks and then do like push-ups in between the planks.
Well, yeah. I
Ooh.
mean, I'm even down to start doing the yoga too, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
know.
Actually, I've been getting a lot of people who've been asking me like, "Oh, are you teaching any
Virtual
classes
yoga.
online?" Da da da.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I tried it. Um, I tried it, and I taught like one or two classes, and it was different. It was harder because you have to literally perform more while you're teaching. So it's like you're doing all the moves, and now you have to like do it and teach someone else how to do it. So you're trying to like break it down, the poses and what you should be doing and how you should be doing it while you're doing it, and then flowing into the next thing. So it's a lot more work, but I mean, it just takes a little bit of like consistency of like doing it more, and then get to a point where you probably feel comfortable and do it, like just feel better doing it. But what I think I'm gonna do actually is I'm just gonna like pick maybe like a day or two, whether it's the morning or the evening, and I'll just go on live on my Instagram live on Shred Yoga, 'cause I have a yoga page, just strictly dedicated to my yoga stuff or people doing yoga or just like things that revolve around yoga, which could be riding a bicycle, but
Yeah.
whatever. Um, but I'm gonna post a live video there, just to say like, okay, you could go on and follow this routine at any time during the 24-hour period. At
Yeah,
this.
we got another shout out from Belgium.
Oh,
Respect,
sick.
bro. I can't read your name because I don't read Cyrillic, but shout out, my bro.
Oh, shout out to the
Or
to the
or
viewers in
girl.
Belgium.
Yeah.
You already know. Respect, respect. Anybody that wants to support, you can always go check out our GoFundMe, and
Oh yeah, let me pull that up at
it's
least,
in the
right?
link in our Instagram bio. It's on my personal Instagram bio and all that. Um, Damn, what was I talking about before?
The yoga.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you know what I like about yoga more than actual the physical is the mental, like the meditation part. Especially at a time like this, that's what people need. Is like to tune out and like just.
Yeah, just like tune out and tune in, kind of. So
Exactly.
now say like, yo, I'm all good. This is all good. Like it's not a big deal. Like I'm good with myself. Like just releasing things that like may need to be
Negative
released.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got this bad tooth right now. I need to release this shit out of my
Just get that shit
face,
taken out,
because this
bro.
shit is killing me. Anybody know a cheap tooth puller? I don't got no insurance, and they got like two teeth. They gotta go
I
there in
already
the
told you the
back.
spot. You didn't call them up.
Wait, which one?
That place on 3rd Street.
Oh, I gotta check. I need. You know what? I need a text, man.
Uh,
I
at
can't
least you don't have
remember.
to go far too.
All right, text me the info, man. I'll
Yeah,
check
yeah.
it out.
Yeah. But hey, this is the GoFundMe.
Yeah, we got the GoFundMe up on the screen
Anything's
right now.
appreciated. So
Scroll it up so the viewers can read it if they can't read it right now.
they're not gonna be able to read that.
Oh yeah, you're right. But doesn't it come up on the screen like it's our screen, like you're looking at it right now?
Yeah, but it's gonna be tiny ass text.
Yeah, but I mean,
Maybe they'll
whatever.
be able to see
You
it.
just leave it right there for a moment. They might be able to get a quick view of the chit chat. You know what I
We can
mean?
basically sum it up. I mean,
Um,
business has been suffering.
yeah, no,
So
it has
it's,
been. It's been crazy, man. So I mean, that's another reason why we continue to do things and keep going forward and doing as
Shout out
much
all
as we
the
can.
donors.
Yeah, Vinny was the first person who donated when I started. Vinny Salmon, he was the first person who donated when I started the GoFundMe. So
Vinny Salmon,
you
Joey
know,
P, Jordan Vega, Ace Boogie, Gary G, Lydia Rodriguez, Elise DeBell, Caitlin McCullen, Brandon Vale, Mike Oso, Jersey Squad, Eric Rose, Peter Turney, Anonymous, Johnny Monaco, Emma Fox, Daisuke Shirashi, Anonymous, and then my boy Russian Steve.
sick.
Shout out to all y'all.
So yeah, shout out to everybody that has donated. We really appreciate you. Without the support of the viewers, the fans, the patrons, that come to the store, and what I mean is patrons. Uh, all the individuals is just a part of the behind the scenes, everything, just all of our work together. If not for that, this place wouldn't exist, that we call our home, the place to sort of it's like a, what do you call it, headquarters,
It's a
like,
social club.
yeah, man, you go
It's
there and
basically a
you
social
you know
club,
you meet
you
with
know?
people, you
Except
like,
we're not all paisans, but
right, and nobody pays dues, but people are gonna have to start paying dues now to keep the place open. But but in all reality, it's just like a place where like you can kind of call your home and call yourself, like you ride and you're like, all right, I'm gonna just go there. Maybe I'll see somebody who rides and I might meet somebody and go like chill and cruise, or like even just pick up a new skill, because you always meet some, you meet. I meet so many talented like individuals coming in and out of the store. It's just amazing. Like all these kids that ride bikes, um, like younger kids, older kids. When I say older kids, I mean 24, 25, 35, 40. We're all kids. Um, Everyone that rides bikes, they have some sort of like hidden talent that you may not know of. Like you got kids that dance, you got kids that make music, you got people who are filmers, editors, doctors, nurses, firefighters, cops, like just
yeah, from what
like
I've seen,
a
most people who ride
full
bikes,
range of
they
people.
they usually have a job, and that's just what I'm trying to say. Like with the if the city can realize that it's a positive influence on your life, it's not negative.
Mhm.
And then most people, when they ride bikes as a kid, they get older, they get a job, and they become like good citizens. And then basically that's because they've had something to do when they were younger.
Right.
They didn't have
Right.
to get into bad shit to make money, and
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah, it just gets viewed a certain way that's like kind of fucked up, man, by
yeah, there's
like
also
society
probably a little bit of
sometimes.
racism involved too.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I got picked on a lot just for like growing up riding bikes in the city, like whether it was like calling me a white boy or some shit, or like
Yeah.
the cops being like, "Oh, where'd you get this bike from?" You know what I mean? Like it's like, yo, I built this shit out of the trash, or when I got a job and I started working at Ace Cycles, I bought my first bike. You know what I mean? Like it's
Dude,
just
I mean,
so much
when did
crazy
you
shit.
when I was working with you at the bike shop, you became the assistant manager like at a pretty young age, right?
Yeah, it was probably like 3 years in. I became the. It
Yeah,
was
man. So
Yeah, 3 years after I started working there, I became the assistant manager. So.
a better worker than me. I was fucking live 2 blocks away. I come in late every day. But I had different motives in life. I didn't really care about a job. It was
Nah, I
just
hear you.
like,
I mean, yeah, even then I still used to come late too, but at least I was on it, man. It was fun, man. It was a good time, you know, good times. And that's what this is the new version of,
yeah,
It's just good times in a new space, you know what I mean? Like, that's like all everybody could call it home. We've been there for 12 years now, which is crazy to me, Once my ex-business partner left, you know, it's been, what, 7
yeah,
years now?
yeah,
This dude told me, "Oh, shop's not gonna last 3 months without me."
yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, whatever you say, dude." So you really
So,
look at me and you
it's a
don't think
miserable. That's a
I
miserable
don't do
human
what I
being right
do?
there. But we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
shout out
he
to
knows.
him though.
No, well,
For
he knows to stay away from me. I'll tell you that much.
yeah, that's a different story. We'll leave that untold. But at the same time, like whatever. He's got his own issues, so um, best
Yeah,
wishes,
man.
but what you're
Exactly. We're
doing
not the
is
kind of
not the
dudes.
right
We don't
thing.
prey on your downfall. We're not gonna
Yeah.
be out there because you know what I'm saying. We got more important shit in life than be worried about someone
The
else.
funny part is that we have, which I'll bring up because I can. This is my show, and I will gladly bring this up. Is that we have a, you know what? Forget it, man. Cause
Yeah. If it's
it's all
negative,
good. Cause
exactly.
yeah, it's not
It's not
even
gonna
worth
help
it.
anybody.
Cause not it's you know what I mean. It's all good, man. Live your lifestyle, bro. Cause you ain't doing it.
Exactly,
You know
bro.
me. You know I do me. You do you. It's all good.
It's not about the
Um,
negativity, you know.
all
We're
gravy.
just
You know.
spreading the
Know
positive
we all
vibes.
know about the Tiger King. So. We don't want any more Calabasas stories and shit.
Yeah, Tiger King's the shit.
Oh man, it's funny.
Hippie Mark says you're allowed out for food or medicine, but the 1 hour exercise is meant to be self-policy, self-policed.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um. Yeah, man. It's the world, man. It's a crazy place.
Wait, what video is this?
What we got going on back here? Oh, that was G-Man talking that talk on that our oh that we got our background screen popping, and we got videos playing from the shop playlist and my playlist. And I guess you wasn't.
I didn't know if that's someone else's
Oh yeah,
video.
no, that was
'Cause
G-Man.
I
That was
remember
my
like,
video.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it
cool,
was all
cool.
good.
Nah, 'cause sometimes like a cult video come up, and I'm
Right,
like,
right.
I don't know. I'm sure they're cool with it, but you know, we're
Yeah,
just trying not to
exactly.
get the copyright strike if we don't need it.
Yeah, exactly. No
So
haters involved, Yeah, it's crazy, man. You guys got me up. It's 3:02, 2 minutes past my bedtime.
yeah, man. I'm whenever you want to call it.
I'm just like that. Oh, we got some live viewers, like, you know what I
Is that
mean?
keeping
Like,
it, making it stay on a little
yeah,
longer?
no, it's like, I was kind of tired. Now I
You know
got
what it
like,
reminds me of? The people do nothing. Whereas they
people
got
just,
like no fans, but they're like still die hard. They're like, yo,
uh-huh.
make sure you pay your subs every month. Like,
Word,
yo,
that's
it's like,
sick.
yo, we got comment, bro. And that shit actually happened in the show. They're like, yo, someone from here is saying, oh, you guys suck or whatever. And then he gets mad. And he's like, you know what? If you think we suck, we're gonna shut it off, man. That's it.
That's dope, man. So yeah, now I mean this is our jam. This is our version of, it's like coming through, So yeah, if you guys want to see more of this and more of that and all the other stuff, keep sending support, man. Keep sending support. Are you building stuff over there? Are you building your buttons?
That's a soundboard. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we
man.
got the right equipment, but we're like missing a few cables, so
I think
that's
those
why
are at the
Tyrone
shop,
doesn't
right?
have headphones right now.
Yeah, but it's all good, man. I'm
I
out
mean, we
here.
have headphones, but it's not
Still
working.
swagging. Shout out to all my friends that's been making these cool masks too. Elise made this one. This one's pretty dope. She's got a little Japanese pattern looking style, little color look to it. It's got a filter that you can place in here. It's pretty dope. Who else made some cool ones? MF Liz, she made a cool one. That kind of like designer with polo style and like it's just a more polo kind of style. The brand. Who else made some? Johnson's Girl. Jules. Shout out to Jules for making her recycled materials and making the mask. It's cool. We had this Charles's homegirl. I want to say it's his kids, families. Somebody he knows, man. I can't remember who it is. There's so many people going through this whole thing. But they made some cool masks that they dubbed for us and made the shop face masks. So we'll have some the shop face masks available. We're selling them for like $25. It's not really to make money. We only made like 12 of them. But they're reversible and you can wear them on like 4 different ways. I'll have those posted on the Instagram tomorrow. But yeah, we just made them just to help with support in the shop and fun. So it's not really something to make money. It's just more for getting a little bit to keep things going. These what are these? I don't know what these are. Nah, These ain't no Piff bars, dude. Are you crazy?
Those are newer, right?
Yeah, but these ain't Piff
I
bars.
think Dave gave me these.
Yeah, those bars are sick. Nah, they probably something else.
I forgot my drink.
You went all the way out there to get a drink and you didn't even come back. This guy, bro. Didn't even come back with what he went for. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to everybody that's out there doing it and helping making these things available for people to use. Yeah, if you guys have any questions and you're watching now, you can just leave them in the comments section. We'll try to address them when we can.
Obviously, this is not the full form of the podcast. We usually do the Domino's thing, but this might be until we get the Zoom thing hooked up, maybe next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not gonna be Domino's for a little bit, but that's cool.
I mean, we'll probably do some Domino's for the people who are at the shop, because I have like our people that are there all the time, the regulars, like, you know.
Well, I mean, Domino's is the main
Yeah.
thing. It's really more the conversation that people want to hear, but
yeah, I mean, we'll get back to the regular format. I mean, whatever, man. It doesn't matter, man. We're just gonna do this thing, man. That's all that. That's what really matters. We're gonna just do this thing. It's all good. So we'll bring back the Domino's. We'll bring back this. We'll start some new swag. This might even dub into like this me and Danny show. I don't know, man. But we'll just be here, man. We're swagging it. We're keeping it going. Yeah, have some fun with it.
What was the name of that kid who did that rail?
Who?
That crazy rail?
Who, recently?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to nothing. I don't really care, man. I'm too busy trying to keep the shop open, man, and like worrying about my business and my shit that drives me crazy, you know? Not some kid that's jumping on a handrail. But I know what you're talking about, though, because the internet was losing their mind over it. Even had this dude, like, I don't even.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I
Fuck
mean?
it, man.
I don't even want to give this dude.
I just pulled up this clip of the week, but I guess we could just your footage was clip of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're talking about the banks, man. Give a shit about no West Coast Cali shit right now. That's not my swag, boy. Y'all ain't supporting the gods right now.
East.
You know what I'm saying?
Or is it this way?
You ain't supporting the gods right now, boy. The whole industry's on the West Coast. They barely support anybody out here, bro. Get out of here, son. Try to tell me I'm crazy? Fuck out.
Give us a little crumbs and
you know
shit.
What I mean?
Come on, man.
I'm good, boy. You should see me as a high caliber. If you don't see that, then that's okay, man. Look at what I'm doing. I'm out here riding, keeping it together, doing this and doing that. Whatever, man. Again, the right sponsor gonna see me. The support gonna come. It's gonna be all good, and we're gonna keep doing it. And if not, we're gonna do it like we've been doing it. It's sponsoring ourselves. So shout out to all of us for sponsoring ourselves. Are they sponsoring ourselves?
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it, right?
That's about it, mate. That's about it.
I'm pretty upset that Ming's is closed. But
I know, man. I'm like, he could have stayed open too, cause they could have did like.
Nah, he's probably scared as fuck.
I know, but takeout, man. It's like the way that they have it set up. It's just crazy because like, you know, just for the viewers out there, it's like it's all like if you have your business set up for takeout or delivery, or like pickup only, you can like be open. So like him and his staff could be open, still making money.
Yeah,
because the people that
the Chinese are a little more scared because of, I guess, obviously, you know, I don't know.
No, I feel you. I just know that they would make bank right now.
Yeah.
There's no Chinese restaurant open right by us. So we've been, any day that we feel like eating Chinese food, we go to this spot on Grand Street that's right next to Frank's Bike Shop. I can't remember the name of it right now because we don't.
I just shout out Ming because he's like the one Chinese food restaurant you go to is actually a nice dude.
Oh yeah.
He's a good
And
guy.
he's right on the corner like Canal and Essex. That's our boy. Ming.
Not like that other people aren't nice. I'm just saying like he talks to us on like a first name basis.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Benny. You know what I mean? Like, he's a dude who owns Ming's. I've been going there since I opened the shop, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man,
12 years I was doing that dude.
I bounced a drunk dude out of there. Well, you remember that.
Mm-hmm. So
You were
yeah,
mad at me for that for a little bit, but it's cool. Got over it.
word. But
Well,
yeah, man. But yeah,
nah, that guy was a douche, so he deserved it.
who's that?
Nah, some guy was acting up in Ming's or whatever. So
What happened? You had to you hit him with the vigilante style.
yeah, basically, you know, had to put my hands on him, but that was
A
about it.
quick hammy up,
Quick slap.
a little whap, quick slappity slap. Don't talk back and all that. Alright.
You know, don't be disrespectful to my peoples. Shit.
Alright. Hey, your man go. Oh, you want to play it? You putting it on the screen?
I don't know. You want to play it?
Play it.
Alright.
Let this guy live, bro. You know why? Because I'll bring it up. The fucking black man saw this clip and was talking mad shit. And I'm like, dude, if you're gonna do some shit, just go do it, man. Stop fucking talking already. That's it. That's all you got. You got 2 seconds. 2 seconds of fame, real quick. But I think, you know, that's a dead man rail, bro. That's why your man landed the way he landed it. So somebody's gonna land it right away, from what I heard. But this, man, this shit OD crazy. Yeah, man. Anyhow you would have shift to the left on this bad boy, you're guaranteed you're getting done. Ain't no bailing to the left of this rail, son. So that's why he was like all the way leaned in, all the way to the right, and just tucked. Like, yo, if anything, I'm coming off this way.
Wait, so Cali looks like they don't give a fuck about masks or nothing, huh?
I mean, I guess not. I don't know how long ago this was.
Or social distancing.
Right.
The fuck is this, bro? Come on. Did I miss
I
it?
think you. Oh, wait,
there it
right there.
is.
Back it up. Back it up
He
for a
pulled
second.
it. This guy, I don't know, man. See, this is why. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, that was fun.
But yeah, he did pull it.
Anti-fucking climactic.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
Good, just go find it, guys. You can watch it yourself.
yeah, they know what it is. They know what the fucking shit is. This shit was, you know.
Oh, man. Dude, I'm starting to feel it, man. I'm starting to get tired. I ain't gonna lie.
Alright, man, well.
Gotta wake up tomorrow and do it again, you know what I'm saying? Open the shop up for you guys.
So, yeah, like,
it's wrong.
subscribe, comment.
You see
Thank
what
you. Thank you, the 2 viewers.
it's-
We probably would have shut this thing off like an hour ago. But I think the 2 viewers kept us,
Striving to keep
motivated.
pushing.
yeah.
Thank you very much, you viewers that left your comments on the line for us. Much obliged. Much obliged. Oh, man.
But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, this is, I don't even know what episode this is. I forget.
Episode 4? I think we're on episode 4 right now.
Yeah, episode 4, maybe episode 5. I can't remember. But I'll put it up in the slot later. I'll let you know what's up. You looking for the closeout tune?
Yeah, but yeah, peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching.
You got the closeout tune for them?
Well,
We got our show, the shop dominoes. We got our show.
It's a podcast.
Podcast. Show, the shop